Hello and welcome to our West Coast Today podcast with me, Sandy Neal,
me, Owen Wild,
me, Fiona Scott,
and me, Matt Young.
Here is a wee taster of some of the stories from Scotland's West Coast this week, appearing in this Thursday's Lochaber Times and Oban Times, and on our one-stop shop website, www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. We love hearing your stories, so why not drop us an email at editor@obantimes.co.uk or editor@lochabertimes.co.uk or through our socials. Or you can give us a call on 01631 568 000. But let's dive straight in. Owen, what stories have you been looking into this week?
Thank you, Sandy. Well, a series of new drone trials in Argyll, which, if successful, could change piloting regulations in the UK, have been given funding by the government. Pizza giants Domino's are trying to come to Oban, and we can exclusively reveal what Oban business mogul Paul Sloan will be doing with the former Gelato Burger location on George Street. Finally from me, Argyll and Bute HSCP has denied allegations from its own staff on the extent of its care crisis. It comes in the wake of the controversial care ceiling policy, which one Mull woman who has already dealt with the consequences it will create has warned will cost families jobs. Read the full update on the care crisis in this week's Oban Times or online at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk.
Thank you very much, Owen. Fee, what have you got for us?
Well, thanks, Sandy. This week we're starting off on a bit of a sad note. A rural business will close its doors at the end of this week. David and Morag Doherty have run the Ferry Stores in Kilchoan, which incorporates a post office and a filling station, for the past 7 years. And they've said that the decision to close has been a big wrench and one that they had to think long and hard about before taking. We hear reaction on this from Brendan O'Hara MP for Argyll, Bute and South Lochaber and Councillor Kate Willis, who chairs the Lochaber Area Committee. Also in this week's Lochaber Times, you can find out how the Ballahooish 2025 group have been pushing the boat out to end their year of celebrations. And, with Halloween just around the corner, read about a spectacular art competition run by Bid Fort William, which has captured the creepy creative imaginations of pupils from local primary schools. Ooh! You can also catch up on all this week's news and sport on the Lochaber Times website at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk.
Thank you very much, Fee. Well, gladly this is radio and you can't see the Halloween costume that I put on this morning, but anyway, I'll leave that to your imagination. Thank you very much, Fee. What's been happening?
Well, Sandy, the world's rarest sea turtle has been found and rescued after washing up on a Tiree beach. Sorbet is a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. The species is critically endangered and typically found along the east coast of both South and North America. Sorbet has now made the onward journey from Tiree to Sea Life Loch Lomond, where she'll be health checked and hopefully nursed back to full health before being released. Over 15% of Skye new builds have become short-term lets, a Highland Council report has revealed. The data shows the island is well above the Highland average of 4.7%. The council plans to discuss controls on short-term lets later this year. Oban's Run the Runway was a resounding success. The totals are yet to be calculated, but organisers had raised over £6,000 before runners even made it across the start line. The money raised will go towards Oban Hospice and help to provide their dove services. Despite the October wind trying its best to dampen the mood, there was a real sense of community spirit at the event and every single competitor was applauded over the line. You can see all the fabulous pictures in this week's Oban Times and online.
I look forward to that. Thank you very much, Matt. And a final brief roundup from me. Argyll and Bute Council will object to plans for 9 180-metre high wind turbines in Kintyre after councillors reacted furiously to a proposed consultation response. Staffing problems have put a stop to outreach nursing clinics in Portappen and Lismore. And in this week's Argyllshire Advertiser, a 7-year-old Loch Gilphead girl is taking on a 7-mile walk for the Scottish Spina Bifida Association in a beautiful display of solidarity and sisterly love. You can read all these stories and more at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. And I think that'll do us for this week. Have a very good one. Many thanks for listening. And it's bye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye from me, Owen Wild.
Bye from me, Fiona Scott.
And bye from me, Matt.
Bye.